All right, good morning or good afternoon, 10th grade. We're excited here today to talk to you about our IB and our AP program. So Dr. Ryan is likely in the room with you right now, along with your English teacher, and we're going to spend about 20 minutes talking to you about the program. You're going to have a chance then to ask some questions, and we're excited for this opportunity to talk with the 10th grade directly and really to deliver a couple messages. One, we believe that each and every one of you can really thrive in really challenging classes, and then it's our job to both hold you to high expectations but support you as you take those classes. And secondly, we hope that you experiment and take our challenging classes, our most challenging classes, and really push yourself, whether it is in the form of taking one AP class or one IB class, or being an IB diploma candidate or being an AP scholar. We really hope that you're pushing yourself and challenging yourself and allowing us the opportunity to work with you as you engage in our most advanced programming. So without further ado, let's jump into today's presentation. It's about our IB program and our AP program, and this should serve as information that can help you plan your schedule as you go into the next couple weeks and meet with your guidance counselors as we go forward from here. So let's talk for a second. All right. Hauppauge High School, class of 22. You're really not that far away. In fact, 24 months from now, you will be pretty much wrapping up your high school experience. You have had all your applications are out, and you are awaiting decisions on where you might be going to college, or you might be thinking about what you're going to be doing after college and taking a different pathway. Regardless, 2 years from right now, you're going to be in a very different mindset about what's going on. Best thing about cameras is sometimes you see little things sticking out of your hair. How'd that? Better? Great. Okay. So let's talk to you about some things. Our purpose at Hauppauge is to help empower you to tell your story, personally, professionally, socially, intellectually, and in doing so, enable you to be prepared for the world beyond Hauppauge High School. Right? We take that really seriously, to prepare you for the world beyond Hauppauge High School. And we think about that work in terms of having really two axes. One, how we're holding you to high expectation. On the other axis, how we are supporting you. And as we roll out this conversation about our advanced programming in our IB classes, we are constantly thinking about that. We believe that you can succeed. We believe that if we hold you to high levels of expectations, that you will thrive. We simultaneously know that we have to offer the commensurate level of support. And increasingly, we're focused on combining those two things. And so what we're talking about there is when we as a school, we're thinking about trying to live over in this space right here. We are a school with high expectations and high support. And each and every day, we're thinking about how to get better as a school in that regard. So the goals of the presentation today are for you to have the information as you're making choices about what classes to enroll in, and simultaneously to provide you with information about what the IB program is, information about what AP is, and all in the service of you understanding that the decisions you're making right now enable you to develop and cultivate a plan in accordance with whatever your post-secondary goal is. So people ask me all the time, which one should I take, IB or AP? And my answer all the time is, well, take both. And people ask, well, why both? Well, because it's very simple, because we offer both. And that makes us very unique here, and that we offer both IB classes and AP classes. So there's a lot of different analogies I could use to it, but the bottom line is we have a really robust set of offerings. It's important that you try to take from every little space in our course offerings and really maximize your learning. So this is aligned with the college application process. And our course offerings are really to help you have the best chances to thrive in a post-secondary setting as possible, whether that's in your selection to enroll in a BOCES program during your junior and senior year, or whether that comes in the form of you taking AP and IB classes. We're thinking about you and the post-secondary options that you have. So there's three important considerations when colleges, let's just talk about colleges for a second, analyze an applicant. The first thing is that they're looking for grades in college prep courses. The second thing is they're looking at grades in all courses. And the final thing is that they're looking at your overall strength in curriculum. So let's bring math into the equation here for a second. And really, what we're talking about is a simple fraction. Colleges will look at the number of courses of advanced courses you take, right? And they're going to look at the number of opportunities you had to take course offerings. So if you take one AP or one IB class, but we offer a ton of them, then your application will be looked one way. If you challenge yourself and can take a number, as many as possible, your application might be looked at another way. Now, there's other parts of the application, so this isn't the end-all be-all, but this is an important metric. And depending on the type of school that you're really pursuing, this equation is something to be constantly thinking about. And it really manifests in the form of a very simple piece of paper called your high school transcript. So your college application will include this paper. It is literally your name, your information, the grades, etc., and that's it. That's what colleges look like at, and that's what they're using basically to assess your college, your high school transcript. And again, colleges, this is just a way that we've done, referencing some studies to talk about what are the things that people care most about. Grades in college prep classes, grades in all courses, strength of curriculum. So as you're thinking about your work, please keep in mind this fraction and this equation. Number of advanced courses taken, number of advanced courses offered at our school. And we have a lot, so we need to encourage you to take those. All right. Okay, so why take IB and AP at Hauppauge? You should take these because we offer them. We offer IB classes and we offer AP classes. So why take them? Because they are there for you to take. All right, so where can you learn more information? If after this presentation you're like, I got a ton of questions about IB or AP, what can you do? Well, first, from the IB seat, you can make it an appointment with Dr. Ryan. For IB or AP, you can meet with your guidance counselor. You will in the coming months. Curriculum night was on the 23rd, so it was last week. Many of your families came out. We hope that they heard a little bit about it. And then IB information night is this Thursday, 7 p.m. In our auditorium on January 30th. So if you have questions, please come. Are you ready to hear a little bit more about our IB program and really deep dive into it? All right, so in the next couple minutes, I'm going to talk about our IB program, and then I'm going to talk about our AP program. So let's start with IB. The IB program is just that. It is a diploma program. It is a organized group of classes that work to develop and cultivate your mindsets and what IB calls the learning profile. And here are the elements of the learning profile. IB hopes that it's developing principled learners, caring people, open-minded people, thinkers and inquirers, communicators, balanced people, reflective folks, risk takers, and knowledgeable individuals. That's what the IB set of classes is trying to do. And as you propel through the IB diploma, increasingly you're cultivating those skills. The IB curriculum comes in 6 different buckets, right? There's a language bucket, an English bucket, a social studies bucket, a math bucket, an art bucket, and a science bucket. In order to get the diploma, you need to take courses across all 6 of them and do it in a certain format. Now, what I will say is you don't have to do the diploma. We encourage it. We want to see kids do it. We want to see students do it. However, you can take just one of the classes and still be engaged with the IB curriculum. You don't have to be a diploma candidate in order to take an IB course. So let's get a little bit more nitty-gritty on this. IB offers 2 levels of classes. They offer SL classes, standard level, and they offer HL classes, higher level. You have to take a combination of those 2 levels in order to get the diploma program. So for example, you have to take 3 standard level courses or 3 HL courses, so 3 single-year classes or 3 two-year classes. Or you could take 2 standard level and 4 higher level, but that's a little bit more challenging of a route to get to the diploma in over your 11th and 12th grade year. We offer a lot of different courses at a lot of different levels. On top of that, right, you're going to enroll in a class called Theory of Knowledge. It's actually, I think, one of our most popular courses in terms of the passion that students have for the course. That is a course you take and you're learning about the ways that people learn, right? You also would have to write an extended essay, which is worked on from the February of your junior year to really December of your 12th grade year. And you have to do service program. Now, what I will say is this might seem like extra work, and then to some degree it is, but we embed it as much as possible in your regular programming in 11th and 12th grade in order to make sure that you are as successful as possible, and your trajectory, it puts you on the diploma pathway. All right, let's take another step. So you have to take one course from each of the following areas: English, math, social studies, science, or world language, and one course in the arts. Or you can take a sixth class that's in addition or in one of these spaces. Again, theory of knowledge, extended essay, your service component. Across all of those, you take an exam in each of the classes. Much like an AP, you're taking end of the year exams. You need to get a certain number of points across all of these exams. The exams are scored at a 1 to 7, and in order to earn the diploma, you have to score 24 points across each of the 6 exams. Cool? All right, fact check. I need to be very clear on this. Fact checked. You can take AP classes, you can become an AP scholar, and you can be an IB diploma candidate. They are not mutually exclusive. You can do both. All right, so now for a second, let's pivot and turn and talk a little bit about the AP program. So what is the AP program? AP is a program in the United States which offers college-level curricula and examinations to high school students. The AP curriculum for each of the various subjects is created for or by the College Board. Whoops, I'm going to fix that right there. By the College Board, by a panel of experts and college-level educators in that field of study. Right? They are single-year courses that end in single-year exams, and we have a really robust number of offerings in those spaces. As students do well on more AP exams, there's different standards or different designations for how they do. So for example, if you take one AP class, well, you've taken an AP class. Good, right? If you do a little bit, so students who receive scores of 3 or higher on 3 or more AP exams are considered an AP scholar. Students who score a 3.25 and take 3 and scores of 3 or 4 on 4 or more of these exams are AP with honors. AP with distinctions, 3.5 average, and National AP Scholar is having a 4 on 4 or more exams, right? So you can see there's tiers to your level of participation and performance in AP. This is a sampling of our AP classes. We offer a robust number of them, right? So you could take AP courses in all of the disciplines that we have here at Hauppauge High School. All right, that gives you a sense of what the AP program is. Now, both IB and AP are evolving, right? So what the programs in both of these spaces look like a couple years down the line will be a little bit different what they look like now. But you're as 10th grade, let's look at what is an opportunity for you to take. So you'll be sitting in your course offerings in the next couple of weeks. Here is last year's 2019's offerings, and we're putting some finishing touches on our course catalog right now. So this will shift a little bit. We'll have a couple of more things for you to engage in from the IB side of things, and then also from the AP side of things. So please know that that this will be more or less what you'll see in your course catalog, but your guidance counselor will talk you through specifics of what you'll be able to take in our 2020 version of our IB offerings and our AP course offerings. But bottom line is we have a robust set of IB offerings, and we have a robust set of AP class offerings, and you should be trying to take as many in both spaces as possible, or that is sensible for you as a student. And what I would encourage you to know, kind of whether or not things are sensible for you to take, please talk to your teachers, talk to your guidance counselors, but also know that if you decide to challenge yourself, we're behind you on that. All right. Let's do one final fact check. So let's just make sure we crisply understand this. You can take AP classes. You can become an AP scholar. You can take IB classes independent of the program, and you can be an IB diploma candidate. You can do all of those things. And the truth is, really the question you have to ask yourself is, are you ready? Are you ready to challenge yourself in this way, in as deliberate a manner as possible, thinking about your plan in order to propel forward in your academic pathway on your route to whatever you're going to choose to do in the post-secondary world, whether it's a 4-year college, a 2-year college, or a 2-year college, then a 4-year college, or whether it's joining the military or doing some type of trade work or something else completely. We just really are hopeful that you're consistently asking yourself, am I ready? Am I ready to challenge myself? Am I ready to push myself? And know that at the high school here, we are constantly thinking about this. how are we working to support you in service of you meeting and exceeding the expectations we have for you and the expectations you come to cultivate for yourself. Alrighty, well, that pretty much does it. Hauppauge High School class of 2022. Good luck with your decision process. Dr. Ryan is here with you, and she'll be having a chance to kind of answer some questions and make sure that you you understand where you can get your questions answered if you have any additional questions. And truthfully, our administrative team is available for you. Directors are available for you, and your teachers are a good place to begin too as you're thinking about questions. But know, all of it comes from our belief that you can really do a lot of extraordinary things, and our job is to support you and hold you to the expectations that we think service you quite well. Good luck in your decision process.